started. And we have to start. And here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Surprise Monday version of the podcast. You know the name.
Riffin with Griffin, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
With Griffin.
Riffin with Griffin.
Riffin with Griffin, yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah,
Riffin with Griffin, baby.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Riffin with Griffin. Back on a Monday, only because I'm leaving for my honeymoon. And what happened? Oh man. And I got to get this in because I'm gonna be busy tomorrow doing honeymoon stuff. So on the podcast today, I'm gonna have Rachel pop on Mrs. Griffin with Mrs. Griffin, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna talk about the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. Finally, give you my thoughts on Golden State Warriors. And then I'm off to the airport. So once again, enjoy Riffin with Griffin.
Riffin with Griffin, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Riffin with Griffin,
All right, Riffin with Griffin. Let me get this mic ready because she's going to have to use that mic because I have a whole technical difficulties going on. But anyways, guys, welcome back to Riffin with Griffin. But before we get started, let's pay some bills. First up, guys, Upstart. Upstart.com. Upstart has helped over 1.8 million customers on their path to financial freedom. Don't wait. Check your rate today at upstart.com/Griffin. Loan amounts may vary. Go to upstart.com/Griffin. And also, 5CBD. Thanks to our new sponsor, 5CBD. They make full spectrum CBD and THC products that you can really feel. Go to 5cbd.com/Griffin and enter code Griffin at checkout for 30% off and free shipping on your first order. Boom. Taking care of business, paying them bills, paying them pre-roll bills. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Let's see what is going on this week. Had a good time this week. I went to my buddy Chris D'Elia's wedding, and I got to tell you, it was really good. So I've had like 2 weeks of love, which is great. And I'm gonna have Mrs. Griffin come on the podcast. Maybe I should just get her now, Rachel. I don't know where she is. Maybe she's gonna pop in. I'm gonna have her pop in and sit down, and we'll talk to her. But it was really fun. We had a really good time. I'm gonna go to my Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, you can see a bunch of the pictures. Rach, where are you? That's not it. What? You're doing your hair. Oh my God. Why are you? Of course she dressed up. Yeah, but I'll just show you guys some of the pictures. If you go to my Instagram, you can see a bunch of pictures. That's me and D'Elia's dad, Bill D'Elia. Such a good dude. This is like some people that were at the wedding. Craig Conant, really funny comic, and his lady, Sadie. Funny. There's Rick. Of course, Rick Glassman was there. Shab was there. And then there's Rachel and I, doing our Rachel and I stuff. And then let's see. There's a great picture of us there. Here's some pictures. Some other pictures. It was actually a really beautiful wedding in Santa Barbara. Great setting. Bobby was there. We just took. It was a fun time with a bunch of fun people. So we had a good time. And of course, can we talk about how Bobby Lee dressed up for this wedding? How's Bobby going to dress up for this wedding and not for, But I think he got. Rachel, grab this. Careful. I think because he got a lot of slack. Don't turn it on yet. He got a lot of nonsense for not dressing up at at our wedding. We wearing a beanie, and he told me. So when I first saw him, I was like, "What are you doing, man? How you dressed up like this?" And he was like, "Man, I got so much flack for wearing the beanie." He was like, he borrowed the jacket, and it was like the jacket it didn't even fit properly. He had to like turn it in and do kinds of stuff, so it was great. But anyways, you know what? Now that I got her here right now, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on the podcast, Welcome to Riffin with Griffin. Riffin with Mrs. Griffin, Mrs. Rachel Griffin. Hey, babe, how you doing?
It's so good to be back.
Did you turn it on? Turn on the mic, babe.
Griffin.
Turn on the mic. Did you turn it on?
Hello.
There you go. Now say something.
Thanks for having me.
Why are you being all professional? Thanks for having me.
Well, you kept saying it's live, babe.
I know.
So I'm professional.
Yeah, you are professional. So we're live with Rachel right now, guys. If you have any questions in the chat, now's the time. So we're going on our honeymoon. We're going to Cancun. I can't wait. We're leaving from here, and Rachel's packing. She's a great packer. But I have some questions for you. So Rachel, why do you have to try on every outfit before you pack it in the suitcase? Tell us, please.
I like to come to the vacation prepared so I don't have to think about what I'm going to wear there. So then I just look at my phone, look at the photos, and I know exactly what I'm going to wear each day. And then your outfit matches my outfit.
Yeah, so Rachel takes...
Now it's like photo coordinated. And
move the mic up more, babe.
So basically, it's just all on photos, and I could tell you what outfits for what day, and it's just to stay organized and to stay on track of like what outfits you've worn and what outfits you haven't worn. Also, it's to make sure that everything you bring to vacation, you bring back.
Yeah. Oh, is really?
Yeah.
See, she's like so good at packing and all that kind of stuff, but it takes forever. She's in there, like she was in there for like 6 hours last night getting everything together because that's how.
Because I wanted to bring the least amount as possible as well. So I was like trying to like narrow my shoe selection down to like night shoes and then day, sandals, and then the purse that matches the sandals, and then the purse that matches the heels, and
I know.
It's just, you match everything. You have so many swim outfits.
Oh, really?
I'm so excited to see you in. Everyone look out.
Like I didn't even pack. She packed for me. So all the things she has.
I didn't really want to pack for you.
Yes,
but
you did.
Babe,
we're live. Don't say mean things about me, please.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
saying mean things. I'm
Thank
just
you.
being
Thank you,
honest.
babe. Thank you.
You told me to pack for you, so I packed for you.
I told you to pack for me. So you just go put me on blast live. You know what I mean? All right. But okay, so
thanks for having me, and the wedding was amazing, better than I could dream.
Are you talking about our wedding?
Yeah.
All right,
Why?
yeah, talk
what
about
wedding are you talking about?
Oh, talk about our wedding. Tell us what, because you weren't on last week because I couldn't get this thing to work properly, and this is I'm still like don't like it, but we're doing it. So tell everybody what you think of our wedding, babe.
Okay, well, it was 10 days away, or 10 days. What is it? 10 days ago.
Yeah, it was 10 days ago.
And okay, so let me see if I even remember, because when you get so excited you just black out everything that day.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happened.
It is.
Well, I remember parts of it. I remember the whole night. I obviously was sober and didn't drink or whatever, but it was just like the excitement of like getting the vows, done, and walking down the aisle, and then everyone, like just staring, and it's just a lot of attention, and I wasn't, I didn't know how really to react, so I was just like a lot of the times like in awe of like what was happening.
Okay, let's talk about this. I had talked about it on my last episode, but like 2 days before the wedding, you were in there looking at your dress and you were just like in tears. Like you were just like,
God. Okay. Well, shout out to Michael Costello. He made an amazing gown that I love. And it was such a beautiful, experience, making a custom dress, but like I melted down.
Yeah, you did. You melted down is a good way to say it.
And like when you make a dress and then you go to a fitting, things change every fitting. And then the dress that I ended up with at the end, I was like still a little unsure if it was like that's what or like had envisioned in my head. And so
I'm showing it right now, babe. So
okay, well, I mean, it's also on my Instagram. The whole story.
I'm on your Instagram right now, so they could see
what it looked like before all the rhinestones.
Oh, you did? You put that? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys can see, like right here,
like
there's
when
like a where the
sleeves were different
babe,
sizes. Okay.
babe, I'm telling them. So like right there in the middle part, right there, there's like the rhinestone part. It wasn't like that the day before the wedding, and then like she didn't have this necklace that she was gonna have on. It wasn't there before the wedding. Okay, go on, babe.
And even last minute, I was gonna wear heels, and I changed my mind and wore flats just to be comfortable. So it's a lot of like little things that I just like changed my mind, and I was like, you know what? Well, you know, I actually was gonna be okay with the dress I was gonna wear and just make the best of it. But then you actually told me, you're like, you know what? Send it, you know. Get
Get what you want,
or, you know, and like
yeah. And you're not very confrontational. You don't like a lot of confrontation and you know that kind of thing.
I mean, I also wanted Michael to have that freedom of like, sorry, I'm like looking everywhere.
Yeah, just look at the camera. You're good. Talk to the people. They want to see those pretty eyes.
Well, so I just like, I don't even know what I was saying anymore.
You just okay, but let me help you. You know, Rachel's all nervous about this. Okay, so like the dress, it didn't. Okay, when you saw the dress, I wish we would have taken a picture of the dress in the plastic, because now I'm telling you now, and I said this last week on my podcast. I don't know if you heard, Rachel, but when you show, because she was so nervous about the dress and she wasn't sure, so she was like, I didn't want to see her in the dress before the wedding, but I said, let me see it. So I went in and saw it, and when she showed it to me in the plastic. Inside my head, I was like, oh my God, what the hell is that? Just honestly, I was like, but I didn't want to let you know I felt like that because, babe, honestly, you look beautiful in so many things. Like, if I show somebody from your Instagram right now, there's like some nonsense of fashion stuff you wear that I don't know anybody would wear that, and you make it look good. So I had faith that you'd make it look good, but I was nervous that you weren't going to be happy and all that, you know, just so you know.
I mean, I know how to just work it. So like that's what, you know, like the runway, you get the dress you're dealt with and then you work it. So that's what I was like gonna do and just like, you know, make the best of it. But I sent him a text. He was like, send it in the morning and I'll have it done. And
yeah, so then we had to Uber the dress over to the guy, which we've never done that before, right? I don't know I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, I was like, how do you Uber a dress? But
right,
there's
right.
actually a selection in like Uber
delivery. Okay.
Yeah.
So we Ubered the dress over, and then her good friend Amanda picked the dress up.
Thankfully, because we were busy at rehearsal.
You know, and it ended up looking like that, guys, just so you could see again. And Rachel designed that herself. And so, babe, I just want to tell you live on the podcast, in front of everybody, in front of the world, you did such a fantastic job with this dress. It is so beautiful. It was just spectacular, more than I even could have imagined.
Well, thank you.
And then here's the thing, too, you know. All right, so I said this last week on the podcast, but I'm saying it in front of Rachel now. There's 2 times I think the woman wants you to cry. During your vows and when she's walking out. Right? Because you said that to me. Why didn't you cry?
Well, like, you told me you weren't even going to look at me when I walked down the aisle. So, like, when I was walking down, I was just, like, enjoying being with my dad.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, I wasn't even sure if he was going to be able to walk me down. So
right.
like,
it was a long walk too.
I was just like taking in every like second, every moment. And like, now I'm going to cry. And I remember like looking at you down that aisle and just being like, okay, he's just trying not to cry.
No, I want to tell you right now because you didn't listen to the podcast, but I want you to know something. I was worried about the dress and I was worried about how you were going to feel. I really was. I wasn't sure how you were going to feel, if you were going to, what it was. And it looked so good that I was just amazed. I was in awe. I just was like, wow. It was like I was at a runway show and just you walking down with your dad.
Towards you.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, it looked so good that I just couldn't even, my emotions was all about how great it looked. You know what I mean? Just how great you looked, how it all came together. You know what I mean? And I was already emotional too from walking up with my mom. You know what I mean?
And I mean, did you talk about your suit as well?
Yeah, and my suit was like, it was like I didn't know.
It was just all white.
I didn't know, but that was all her.
I didn't know what it was gonna look like either.
Yeah.
So I was just hoping it would match my dress.
Oh, and it did. And then the bouquets.
It was perfect.
What was the bouquets made out of again?
Succulents.
Succulents, because
my
Rachel
mom made them.
Yeah, so shout out to Jordy Sklar. She
Who knew? She was so talented.
I know. She made some great. She made them herself. It was so good. And I
was so picky, and I am allergic to flowers, so I didn't want to hold the flowers, and like be allergic during the best moment of my life. So, and it literally was one of the best moments.
I know it was. I'm showing a picture of us right now when we were cutting the cake. So like her mom made that little boutonniere thing that I had on right there too, which was so nice. So that was dope. And then and then like so some other fun things at the wedding was like Rachel's friends that showed up, all her model friends. Shout out to them. Like you guys don't know that these girls are so tall. They sure did, but they're all tall. Like Rachel's 5'11", 6 foot. Okay. And look how tall the other ones are. They're ginormous. It was like the WNBA, that's all her friends. And look how multi-ethnic too. You know what I mean? So, and then it was like all these beautiful models, and then the ugly ass comics that were there with their girlfriends or the people that came by themselves. But it was good. So you excited about Cancun, babe? Let's talk about the honeymoon because we're leaving. So, because I'm gonna get you off of here soon.
I told you to just plan it. I hate traveling, so this is like a big, what is it, 5-hour flight or something like that?
Yeah, it's like 4-hour flight, but we're flying first class. I got the good stuff for us.
Okay, thank you. But I mean, hopefully I don't like throw up on the way there.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm just hoping for the best, and I hope the weather is great, and I mean, I'm sure it's going to be an amazing time and something that we'll never forget.
Yes, I hope so too, babe. And I'm glad you came on, everybody. Oh, and thank you for the super chats. We got a bunch of super chats too, babe, which is like people are like sending little tips and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys, and everybody say goodbye to Mrs. Griffin because she still has some packing to do because I noticed that the suitcase isn't,
Well, you interrupted my packing.
Yeah, because she actually wasn't wearing this outfit like 10 minutes ago, and all of a sudden
hopefully it looks good on camera.
You look great, babe. I'm using this little, I'm gonna get a better camera from when I do this more often, but so I can like have you come on more often. But anyways, guys, say goodbye to Mrs. Griffin. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you
for coming on. Love you, babe.
Love you. Bye.
Turn the mic off for me. Okay, hand it to me. Thank you. All right, guys. Yeah, there was, Riffin with Mrs. Griffin, huh? She's looking good. Yeah, get your soda. So anyways, yeah. The wedding was, it was really good. I'm going to look at this. I mean, I just want to look at this dress again because like I said, you guys don't even understand, Well,
can you go to the
that's a good one right there. This is one of the fittings.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is.
So that was like there's two different sleeves.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. Let's look at this right now.
Gonna wear that. I designed the whole dress kind of around.
Yeah. So there it is. Right. This is like in the making process. That's Michael Costello right there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the big designer right there, Michael Costello. If anybody's interested in that, and like, so she was like doing this like really, and it's really sexy dress. I didn't know it was gonna be so sexy. It was really nice. And Rachel knows I love her belly button, so she was trying to get the belly button in there.
Yeah. I told my mom.
Okay, babe, if you're gonna talk, you have to like, babe,
Whatever.
Anyways, it was very beautiful. She really did a great job in the process of making this dress.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so this was like the walk that she was doing. You can see this on Rachel's
There was even,
Instagram.
like, a clip behind
Yeah.
the leg that held the dress behind my leg.
Okay, so then this is how it looked at first, and so there was no rhinestones on it yet, and it was just like, Yeah, there was a different belt, different sleeves, and all this kind of stuff. And this is like her friends that went. Like look at how little he is in comparison to all these ginormous women. Even her mom is tall. You know what I mean? But anyways, shout out to them. But anyways, thanks, babe. All right, guys. So yeah, we're off to Cancun, and it's gonna be a fun time. But I said I needed to get my podcast in before I left, because I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. But actually, let's take some time right now and pay some bills. So once again, shout out to Mrs. Griffin. Thanks for coming on the podcast. And let's go back to shout out to the people that are sponsoring the podcast now, like 5CBD. Love 5CBD, guys. I'm not a weed smoker. I'm just not. I never have been. I don't drink alcohol, nothing like that. But, it's like, you know what? I've tried a few times where I've tried some CBD and I was like, ooh, and you have to have a little bit of something in the CBD to really unlock it and make it good. But 5CBD was founded by some hemp enthusiasts to unlock the power of full spectrum CBD. You don't get buzzed. Sometimes people they don't like to have that high feeling. 5CBD is perfect. It's like the perfect amount if you just want to feel chill. And you really feel that, because I don't like that feeling of not knowing what's going on. And this stuff is perfect. They ship legally to all 50 states. 5CBD for everyone. Life moves fast. And sometimes you need to remind yourself to just kick back and relax. 5CBD has designed high quality, affordable, and fun full spectrum products that help you slow things down. Like I say, man, I really enjoy it. I take it at night right before I go to bed, not every day, but just occasionally, and it's good. I highly recommend it. I never even thought I'd be somebody that would be recommending something like this. It's not even just because of the ad. I legit tried it and I was like, ooh, like this a lot. So if you're not looking to get all super high and have that kind of feeling, but if you just want to have a chill, mellow, right in the zone, 5CBD, I highly recommend it. Getting 5CBD, like I say, is a great product, and I really appreciate them for being a sponsor of the podcast. So Riffin with Griffin listeners get 30% off and free shipping on their first order of 5CBD. Go to 5cbd.com/Griffin and enter code Griffin at checkout for 30% off and free shipping on your first order. That's 5, F-I-V-E, spell it out, 5cbd.com/Griffin and enter code Griffin at checkout for 30% off and free shipping on your first order. All right, let's now talk about Upstart. Love Upstart. It can be hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to your finances, like high interest rate debt. Let's talk about it. You know what that is? It's like when you have a credit card and it's got 25% interest. Sometimes people get this credit stuff and they think they got, I got $3,000 worth of credit or whatever, how much it is. But you don't realize that high interest rate is going to put you under. All right. Say goodbye to high interest credit card debt. It's one of the first steps towards financial independence, but the interest month to month can feel like a never ending hamster wheel. That's what I'm talking about. That's where Upstart comes in. All right. Upstart powered personal loans can help you pay down high interest rate all online with simple and easy to understand payment terms. Upstart has helped up to 1.8 million customers on their path to financial freedom. And Upstart, they don't just go off your credit score, all right? They go off a lot of factors: credit score, income, employment, and other information provided in your loan application to find you a smarter rate for your loan. You can check your rate in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000 without impacting your credit score, and that's super important. So don't wait and check your rate today at upstart.com/Griffin. That's upstart.com/Griffin to check your rate today. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/Griffin. All right, guys, we paid the bills. Can you pay my bills? Pay my telephone bills. All right, let's go into I want to go into now the some stuff I wanted to talk about in this week's episode. Let's go for some NBA talk now. All right, NBA talk. So the finals are over, and Golden State won. Oh, man, I'm hiding Steph Curry, but let's just show them. The man himself, 4-time champ, Steph Curry. So I told you when I was been talking about the NBA up to this point that there were a lot of great storylines in the NBA this year, in this playoffs especially. And it turned out that one of the best storylines was Golden State Warriors winning this championship. I think it's the most significant of their championships of all 4 of them. I think this one was the one that means the most to me. That's why it was an important championship. That's why this improbable run to get back to the championship was so great for Golden State, and shout out to them. I hate Golden State. I'm a Clippers fan, but I can appreciate what they've done. It was really special. This was a special run. I mean, if you're a hater, you go back to the first championship. LeBron takes them to 6 games without Kevin Love, without Kyrie Irving. There isn't a person alive, even if you're a Golden State fan, the Cleveland Cavaliers were going to beat them. Okay? That's just a fact. Okay? But we'll never know. They won the championship. Then the next year, they actually lose. They're up 3-1. They choke it away, and they lose the championship. Then the year after that, they get Kevin Durant. So it's hard to have any sort of respect for those championships because it was just who could beat them? They went to the championship 3 years in a row. Klay Thompson gets hurt in the third one. Kevin Durant gets hurt, and Toronto wins. That's why I have zero respect for that Toronto championship. But it is what it is. They survived. They stayed healthy. They won. So maybe I have 1% respect. So it's and then you got Kevin Durant deciding, because he was getting so much slack, it's damn, I'm never going to get the respect I deserve if I stay with Golden State. So let me move on and try to do my own thing. And so now, with the injuries to Golden State, what happened to them? They fell off. They had the worst record in the league last year. The last 2 years were terrible. They didn't even make the playoffs. And so for them to revamp, retool, get Klay Thompson back, he isn't even really 100%, but he's good. Wiseman got hurt, and he wasn't even there. But the way Wiggins stepped up, the way Jordan Poole stepped up, Looney, and these guys, they showed that the system, the culture of Golden State is a championship culture, and they can put other pieces in to replace an all-time talent like Kevin Durant and win the championship. And not only did they do that, not only did they prove that it's Golden State that's the championships, not the people that play. What I mean to say is, yeah, thanks for coming and winning a championship, Kevin Durant, but they didn't win because of you. They won with you. They won because of what Golden State does. And you can't hate on them. You just really can't. They got that culture, how they play their brand of basketball. It literally brings the best out of everyone on the court. That Wiggins was off in obscurity. And then he was a number 1 pick that just fell off. And now he was the second best player on the court during many of the finals games. So people just shined in that system. And so when you take someone like Kevin Durant, who was an all-time great, and you put that kind of person in that system, he's going to flourish. But he hasn't flourished outside of Golden State. They lost to LeBron in OKC. They choked against Golden State. Then he went to, he got injured. He came back. He's with the Nets. They didn't beat the Bucks, and then now they got swept by Boston. So Golden State's winning this one right now. Hopefully next year, it'd be great to see the Nets versus – what's the Final Four we want to see next year? The Final Four we want to see next year is Boston Nets. Maybe Antetokounmpo comes back too, but I really like Boston. They choked, by the way. I will get to Boston. But I want to see the Lakers, Golden State – hopefully LeBron can one last run for LeBron, right? Because if it is Lakers, Golden State in the Western Finals, which is unlikely, but you never know. With LeBron, you never know what he could do. That would be great because then it's he has 4, Steph has 4. Who could go get the 5th? And then Boston, I'd like to see the maturation of that team really fulfill their destiny, because they've been to the Eastern Finals 3 times, and now they got to the finals, and they gave that away. They choked. I felt they were the bigger, stronger, faster, more talented team, but they didn't have it up here. They didn't have it up there, and Golden State won. Tatum, he's only 24 years old, but he did not show up, and that's a learning curve for him, and we'll see if he can really take it over the top and be an MVP, be the best player in the league, because that's what it's going to take to win the championship. And then also, look, man, shout out to Steph Curry, right? Steph Curry, he got the finals MVP, and he needed that. He could say he didn't want it, but he did. He needed it. He was the best player throughout the whole finals. He averaged 30-something points, and they won because of him. I heard another talk show host say this, and so I'm just, I'm stealing this, but I'm saying it. I'm not like I'm coming up with this on my own. But when I heard it, I was like, Marcellus Wiley on Speak for Yourself on Fox. I love that dude. I love that show. Check out Speak for Yourself. I love the conversations they have with Emmanuel Acho and him. But he said something great, that Steph Curry had his Kobe moment. And I thought about that. And what he meant by that is the Lakers won 3 championships, but when you remember those championships, you always think of Shaq. Super dominant, 3 finals MVPs. Then they had a falling out. Kobe was like, get me out of here. Jerry Buss decided, we're going to keep Kobe. We're going to trade Shaq. And then Kobe went on to win 2 more championships, and he was the driving force. He was the reason why they won. And that's what he wanted. He wanted his respect. Like, I'm an all-time great. And so Kobe did that. He won his 2 championships. And so then, that's what Steph Curry did with this championship. He was like, okay, I didn't win the finals MVP. We had Kevin Durant. We lost to LeBron. We didn't win. We won when Kyrie and Kevin Love wasn't playing. I need to be the one, and he was. He was the one. So kudos to Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And now it's like they're right there. Like, why won't they be back again? Like, they are a strong team, and they got people coming back. They're young. They have some. I'm saying they're not young, but they have young players. Their core is old, but they got young players who fit right in. So I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen with the Golden State Warriors in the West, because the Western Conference is loaded. You hear what I'm saying? Loaded. Denver's going to be better because they're going to have Jamal Murray's coming back and the other dude that was injured. So they're going to be fully loaded. Luka and Dallas, maybe they'll make a trade to get one other player to help that guy. But look what they did, man. They're going to be loaded. What are you talking about? Minnesota is a young team that's looking good. You got the Lakers. Can they get their stuff together? And my Clippers are going to be back next year, son. You got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, fully healthy and ready to go. They got the most talented roster. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. And let's not to mention Memphis. If Ja Morant didn't get hurt, Golden State might not have even gotten past them this year. So they're going to be good. The Western Conference is going to be stacked next year, but so is the East. Antetokounmpo's Bucks going to be good with Chris Middleton coming back. He was injured, so they were the champs last year. They're going to be good. The Sixers, they're looking like they're going to be good. Hopefully James Harden can get his shit together. We'll see what's going on there. You got to think the Nets are going to be good, right? The Bulls look good. I mean, there's a lot of teams. I think the NBA is in a really great place, so we will see where that's going to go. So it's great. And I see somebody in chat talking about Steve Kerr. Yes, shout out to Steve Kerr. 9-time champion, y'all. 9-time champion. 5 as a player, 3 with the Bulls, 2 with San Antonio, 4 as a coach. Hall of Fame. That guy's just everything about what he does for the culture of Golden State is great. So, I can't wait for the NBA next year. Kudos to that. So it's going to be real good. So looking forward to that. Yeah. All right. What else? It's going to be a short episode, or, not as long as normal, because I just needed to get this episode out, because I like to do an episode every week, and I needed to get it done before I went on my honeymoon. So, old news, but I never got to talk about it, guys. let's get into the Johnny Depp Amber Heard verdict trial and everything that happened with that. So I have a lot of thoughts about this, and it is what it is. I don't know like what your thoughts are out there. I want to be respectful to just because I'm talking about this I just want to say this. This is just about this trial. Just because I feel whatever I feel about this trial and my thoughts about what happened between these two people, it is not, doesn't mean that there's some blanket statement or generalization for all of these types of cases, okay? Let me just say that right now, all right? First of all, let me put my thoughts out right away about what I feel. I believe Johnny Depp, okay? And I believe Johnny Depp for a lot of reasons. But the main reason why I believe Johnny Depp is he had to say in court, part of his defense was, I'm a drug addict, I'm an alcoholic, I'm a flawed human being. That was part of his defense. Like, he had to admit that in open court. But I'm not a rapist or an abuser. Like, that bothered him so much that he had to fight for that part of his honor. Like crazy. Think about to have to admit all these other things just to be like, yeah, I'm an alcoholic, but I don't rape people. I'm with him on that. Here's the thing though, dudes out there, gentlemen, guys watching, stop acting like we won the Super Bowl, because we didn't. All right? Like I've gotten hit up like, one for the boys. We didn't win shit. A rich guy won. I mean, the justice system, unfortunately, is set up for people with money can get the most out of the justice system. Not all of us can. Like, there are many people who have been accused of things that they want to fight it, but they just don't got the money to fight it. Like, this dude got money. He's been fighting this for 6 years. He got 6 years of fighting money. We all don't have that. So if you know someone out there, and there's been people, I have people I know that have been accused of things that I'm telling you, they would have wanted to fight, but like it's a losing battle with the way the court system is set up, the way the justice system is set up. There's no justice for the victims that don't have money, and there's no justice for people that are innocent that don't have money or who want to fight. I mean, it really sucks, But in this case, we have two rich people going at each other. So from the beginning of this trial, it was like these two people belong together. All the information that came out about them in court was just like, ugh, it was yucky. You know what I mean? Didn't want to see it. I thought it was shameful the way they were going at each other. Her shitting in his bed and cutting off the finger, and how he was with his daughter, and then how she was with him, and then the fake acting in court, and just like it was just like, my God, why are we watching this? These two people deserve each other. You know what I mean? It's like, what? So then for them to like go through this, it was just God, it was just like it was terrible to me to watch, to witness, And here's the thing that I think that happened. And I've talked about this before in terms of like the woke sort of super sensitive uber people who think they're so enlightened. Y'all are not enlightened as you think you are, because you are so easily weaponized. That's why we have to take a pause, man. We got to take a pause when things come out so we can get some facts, get some due process, find out what's going on. Like, imagine, look what happened when they put these two in court. We found out a lot, and we were able to be like, ooh, I don't believe this person. And they both won something, by the way, because he lied on her too. She won also. So anyway, the woke are so easily weaponized. All it takes is somebody to be like, this happened. Just an allegation. And because of an allegation, there's a segment of society that will just believe it. No evidence. no trial, no investigation, just somebody said, and then it's believed. That is dangerous. Don't you see that? It's dangerous because someone like Amber Heard, who is smart and spiteful, obviously, she was like, I know how to get this fool back. I know what to do. I'm going to do this. And I know everyone's going to believe me. And the Washington Post co-signed it. And then what happened? He lost his money, his job, all the things that happened. He was shunned and shamed in society because of what she said. You know what? He got his time in court. He proved that was a lie. And it's like, if we would have just taken a beat, so many people lost. The media lost for the simple fact that, hey, Washington Post, why don't you do some investigating on this? You just co-sign this thing and ruin this guy's reputation. Was there any investigation? Who even knows? Boom, that's done. So they lose. And then that's why I say, guys, stop thinking we won something, because we didn't. Because what's the sad part about this is women lose big time in this. So let's say, if you're a woman watching this right now, you're super mad at me because you believed Amber Heard. And I respect that. If you believe Amber Heard was telling the truth and Johnny Depp is just an abuser and a rapist, okay, you believe that? I understand. Then you lose. That's when women lose in that believe that. Because a rich white guy got away with it, right? Or, what I believe, she weaponized the Me Too movement against him because she knew there would be no real investigating, and you could just say this about someone, and then the mob will take them down. You lose, because now all of those real victims out there, all of those people who are really going through something that want to speak out, they got they get a strike because of what she did, weaponizing it like this. So, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So it's the whole thing, like I say, the whole thing sucks, but I feel like they deserve each other. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they made a reality show. You know what I mean? Like, if I was like E or Bravo, MTV, any of these kind of places, I would go right to them and be like, yo, you guys want to do a reality show? We'll pay you $50 million each. And can we just film you guys trying to work it out? Man, that would be the best show on TV. Who would not want to watch like Johnny Depp? Because he's like batshit, man. Just the way he is, you know what I mean? It's like life imitating art imitating life. You know what I mean? It's so crazy. And then the way she was, I was like, God damn, artists are funky. There's something going on. There's some funky feelings going on there, man. So I would love to see that. Okay, I would love to see that. So maybe we can make it happen. It'd be better than some of these stupid, housewife shows or all this other drama that you see on TV. That would be like a super dramatic show that I would love to watch. So maybe we should put that out in the universe. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in their future. But just in closing, it's like I just want everybody out there, like, take a pause, man. Just because a news organization, even like the Washington Post or the LA Times or the New York Post or New York Times or whatever paper, just because they write an article about someone, it doesn't mean that it's true. There's a lot of factors and nuance and stuff that we are not privy to, that unfortunately not everybody that is talked about has the resources to use the justice system to their benefit to fight it, or to just get their day in court to be like, yo, that's not what happened. Because it doesn't matter, because the mob, people watching social media, they don't care. If somebody calls you something, then that's it. You're that forever, unfortunately. And it's sad. It's a sad state of affairs. But hopefully this gave some people pause. I mean, it's like, damn. And then closing, also who lost to me is like the people that just made this choice to just fire him. They just kowtowed to like public pressure, the optics of it. Like, just what are the optics? The optics are, well, all these people say he did this thing bad, so we got to get rid of him. Man, that sucks. You know what I mean? It sucks. I wish that he would just not get, I wish he would tell her, keep your money. That'd be so funny if he was like, I just wanted that. I just wanted them to say, I didn't do this and you were lying. So keep your money. That'd be dope. But whatever. It is what it is. And I see people talking shit. You know, I don't understand why people are here. Like, you know, people talk so much shit, dude. This is my podcast. I do what I want. You know, this is how I am, guys. I'm working on it. You know, well, you know, I wish I was funnier on the podcast, but it is what it is. This is how I am, man. I get deep about stuff. This is why you watch me. For all you regulars, thanks for being here. For other people who like are talking shit, they're just all like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what. Wait, I see an asshole in the chat. So let me just, you know, get rid of him. Bye. It's people like that, man. I don't. There's so many dickheads in the world, man. I don't know what, you know. This is me, man. This is what I do. You know. I guess here's something. Here's something that I'll end with. I'm driving with Rachel. We're going to like freaking Malibu, right? And we're in the car, right? And one of these big, stupid, dumb motorcycles pulls up beside us with speakers, and the freaking music is blaring. Like, who are you? I don't even like when a car is playing loud music. Because I'm like, yo, put your windows down. Nobody want to hear your dumbass music. But when you want a bike, first of all, the bike is so big. Get a car. Okay, just get a car. The bike is big as a freaking Prius. Like, what are you doing? And then you got speakers on it blasting out with a helmet on. Where's some damn headphones? I do not understand that. People that ride motorcycles and play loud music, amplified music, eat it. Suck it. All right? Straight up. Suck it. All right, guys, I got to finish packing myself, get my stuff together so we can get out of here and get on our honeymoon. Super excited about that. I know. Sometimes I am an old man. But, guys, thank you for being here. I wanted to get the episode out, and I appreciate you guys, all your support, even you haters. I still appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast, subscribe, and all that stuff. I'm working on it. If you notice on my social media, shout out to Kristen Espinosa. She's my new producer. You know, she's been helping me like really promote the podcast. I feel like I'm getting the numbers are going a little better, so I appreciate that. I'm also on Twitch. Won't be on Twitch for a whole week because I'm going to be on my honeymoon. And I am going to be doing once I get back from the honeymoon, I'm going to be like really centering on some more Patreon content. So I appreciate that. If you go on the Patreon, I'm going to be taking pictures from the honeymoon, and all that's going to be on Patreon first. So I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Mrs. Griffin for coming on the podcast. Love her. Love you guys. And I'll see you next week, and it'll just maybe something fun and exciting will happen on the honeymoon, and I'll talk about that, you know. But I appreciate you guys for being here. And as always, see you next week. With the